Okay, so it's time for some of this Doki Literature Club because everyone was telling me to play it. When I say everyone, I mean like Corrupted and Review Sama, and yeah, so I will finally play this game. Let us take a look at this game. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit website warning.html. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Aww. So yeah, fresh. Let's take a look. Oh god. I like the song. It's kind of very upbeat. I think oh. Let's see. Please enter my name. Hey, okay. Can we do this auto? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it's kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, question mark? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. She's laughing. Okay. I overslept again. No shit. But I caught you this time. Cool story. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, hey. Maybe I should have picked a real name. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think we're a couple or something. But you did wait for me after all, true. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you don't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah! I feel like I'm getting a bedtime story. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's been over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I blankly stare at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I hope you have a glass of water. I don't. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom while I was spaced out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Eh? Meanie. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you even care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the classroom I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere, Feminazi detected. Ah, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. ... Silence. Silence intensifies. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smallest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. I wonder why. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I need some water. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. I'll bring you a glass. Thank you, friend. Herp derp, good luck. Thank you. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Yeah, you too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I want tea. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Are you doing the full playthrough? Yes I am. Show anime edits. How are you doing? Still feeling awkward. I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! How do you even pronounce that? I give up. Natsuki lifts the foil off of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. What's up, Midnight Wolf? How are you doing? So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, and then I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Oh, that's good, Midnight. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Their hair is so long, right? So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Tea is greater than coffee. Fuck yes. I love coffee. Imagine taking care of that hair. Wouldn't it be happening at all, Aqua? This is ridiculous. I would have cut it. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, sure. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. I'm on 4 layers right now. Oh no. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what type of things do you like to read? Well, actually I don't read cough. Considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimum level, of course. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, even if for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Big Fat Panda, thank you for the host. Greatly appreciated. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri slittles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Dot dot dot. Silence intensifies. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Do you have any idea of who your favorite character is gonna be? Muffin, Monica, welcome, welcome. I don't know yet. They all seem super cool. I'm really liking Yuri so far because she just seems so intense. Just from her few little lines that we've had so far. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Dot dot dot? Question mark? Confusion intensifies? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Sounds good. The next time we'll meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I'll write a poem right now, just for you guys, sitting in chair, smiley poses, reading the story to you. Deep poem, right, you guys? Nailed it. Good response. Dot dot dot. Very good response. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? No. Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Aw, those faces! How could you say no to that? All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Smiley Dawn. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Such sad faces, I know. It's heartbreaking. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks. I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Oh no! I tapped out. My bad. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Next page. Oh! Oh, I get to write the poem. Is there another page? Oh god. Vivid giggle. No, milk. Vivid milk. Vivid boop. Vivid ocean. Dance. Vivid ocean raindrops. Vivid ocean suicide. What? Vivid ocean depression. Depression? No. Vivid ocean wonderful. No. Vivid ocean, we'll go with suicide. Vivid ocean suicide. Suicide contamination? I dazzle? Vivid ocean suicide. Ring cloud bouncy ribbon. This is so bad. Can I go back? Is that an option? No? Vivid ocean suicide. Dazzle. Vivid ocean suicide dazzle. Dazzle defeat. Vivid ocean suicide dazzle defeat melancholy secretive existence. Defeat extreme. Defeat extreme electricity. This is awful. Vivid ocean suicide dazzle defeat extreme clouds. Extreme jumpy puppy. Vivid ocean suicide dazzle defeat extreme jumpy puppy heaven sent entropy. This is what edgy poem. Entropy or heaven sent Doki Doki. Climax? Heaven sent climax. I cannot. Vivid ocean suicide dazzle defeat extremely jumpy puppy heaven sent climax. Together. Fluffy. Fluffy misery. Fluffy misery. Misery. Fluffy climax. Unrequited. Unrequited anger. Peaceful. Unrequited anger. Toral. Unending. Nibble. Uncontrollable. Bed. I think I did it. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Sure, Anime Edits, thank you so much for the cheer. Greatly appreciated. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ooh, called out. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Smiley Don always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even thinking. Way to assume my gender. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What type of person? Like, this is the last person. Sayuri is the last person I would want to date if I was this dude right now. Almost set her house on fire. Doesn't know how to keep her house. Like, hello? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Smiley Don could be good friends too? She's a bit of an airhead, I guess. Understatement corrupted. So Sayuri, if you could be a ceramic plate, As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? But wait, Sayuri, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me. Aquamon with the 100 cheer! Thank you so much for the cheer. You guys are awesome. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue that situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. I love you too, Aqua. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches up into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. Aw, I think Yuri's bae. She's gonna be bae. We're going for Yuri. It's official. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want. Yes, I would love to discuss the book with you, Yuri. From your mouth are the golden words of all things literature. I will be here to discuss. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. That presentation. I enthusiastically take the book. Pew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried in a book, and I can't help to notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What the hell? What is she doing? Man, It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. It's about reading. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? Oh, Aqua with more cheers! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Aqua. Greatly appreciate all of the cheering. You make my night/day. It's day because it's 5 in the morning right now. It's 5 in the morning and I'm reading you guys Doki Literature Club, and I don't even know what it's about yet, except sitting in a classroom with hot chicks that have like every breast size that any anime ever has done, except like extra like hentai large. And we are reading and enjoying this book. Thank you so much for the cheer. I totally lost my train of thought, so back to what I was reading. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Doki Literature Reading Club. This sounds like a good time. Plasma Roach JTV. Thank you. Okay, what were we reading? It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Hello? Book? Book, why you do this? Oh god! There was lag? No, I don't want to quit. Let me return. Okay, cupcakes! Ah, good thinking! Natsuki would love to do that. Click on that history. Oh shit, we missed a lot. If it's a literature event, creative mind. Sayori is taking this really seriously, delivering. Oh, that's a good point. In which case, what do you think food will do the trick? What type? Oh, I guess we could cupcakes. Yes, Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. This girl. No, Sayori, I cannot abide you, Sayori. You cannot be our bae. This is why it's gonna be Yuri, because you're a fucking airhead, and I cannot deal with you. No, it's not gonna be you. I refuse. ... Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies an unexpected reason I admire her. She's the chosen bae, exactly. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, Here's another one of those anime things where you can't pronounce it and it doesn't make any sense. So it's like, ooh ah. Like, who says that? Like, ooh ah. Okay. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Hey, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. This is not okay. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. Nope, you are not the chosen bae. Get out of here. How is it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe the stain off with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Has always been Yuki or Natsuki. She's cute. But Sayori has been taken out of the running because she's just too much of an airhead. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. To be honest, her blazer looks better like as it is. It seems a little bit more fashionable. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, awkward close-up from the top down. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Who buttons up a blazer? Exactly, cadet. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? No. I guess. Hey, be careful. As he buttons up her shirt. Oh, okay. This isn't pervy. Look at her little feet. The button might come off, ma'am. Why is this one so hard to close? God, Sayori, ever heard of a better bra? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Has she not been to Victoria's Secret to where they do custom fittings with bras? And then did she get her shirt custom fitted around the bust? Hello, ma'am? Anyways, that is completely off topic. It did when I bought it. Oh, well, Well, this just got awkward real fast. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? Because you did it yourself. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Well, duh, he wouldn't let me do things like that. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyways. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Yay! I guess we're really better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Smiley Dot, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, you did remember to write a poem last night. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this type of thing before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I read my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it was that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help to notice it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is that the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it says her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different styles and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Dot. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences through their work. But they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps it's the subject the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, so this is the poem I wrote. Vivid ocean suicide, dazzled defeat, extreme jumpy puppy, heaven sent climax together, fluffy misery, unrequited anger twirl, unending nibble, uncontrollable bed. That is my poem, my masterpiece, the climax of my life's work put into one heartfelt poem for you guys. It was good, wasn't it? I thought it was good. I worked really hard on that poem. Let's go to Natsuki next. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Damn. That poem, really hit absolutely no emotion for me. On to the next one. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. It's super deep. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, which one is next? Let's go. She actually might like my poem. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Oh God. Yeah. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's my lead-on poem. And that makes me feel extra special. And I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that. Yeah! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rain? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. I feel like my IQ dropped from reading that poem. But okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question, Sayori. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast, and it's equally as bad to skip school, Sayuri. She has her priorities straight, right? I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay. Monica's the last one. Never skip breakfast. Hi, Smiley Dog. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are really different. Well, that may be the case, but there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. There's the way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Fat Pally, thank you for the host. Greatly appreciated. I hope your stream went well. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more Aqua with that cheer. Holy shit, Aqua. Holy cow, thank you so much. That's huge. Thank you. 5 a.m. Doki reading. I really need something to drink. But holy cow, thank you so much for the chat. I really appreciate it. Even if you showed up in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think it's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into this too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing kind of has a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you most. Oh, don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about oppressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it. Damn, her poem's long. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction that's... What? That the speck protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see it. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep, sketching forever into everything, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Spackled. I think it's speckle. The speckle protrudes, the spackle? I don't know. It's a weird one. Why she would say something like that is beyond me. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask about feedback sparkle. It's okay. Yeah, it's the kind of style that's gotten pretty popular these days. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it could be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it fit perfectly, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something deep down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They are gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is with this language, Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Smiley done it too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Smelly Don liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Smiley appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And what do you know? He didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? Exclamation point. No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Smiley started showing up. Oh, calm down. Oh my gosh. No, she stops her bra. Calm down, yay. It's okay, even if you do stop, you're still bae. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you, Madam President. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Smiley she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Bitch, please. That meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain to her, Smiley. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is only unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Smiley? Well... ... Silence intensifies. Awkward staring intensifies. Me wanting to walk the fuck out of this room intensifies. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I would know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayuri! Yuri, Natsuki, bae, not bae, and airhead over there in the corner. Fuck that, Yuri! Natsuki, you're right. I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Yes? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sir, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do just that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash can. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, you are bae. You are the love of my life. You, goddess of literature, who opens your mouth and speaks the golden words of English to us, that give us the words to continue communicating with you. How could I ever hate you? How could anyone have not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could have. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. It came from the heart. That is why you believe me, my beloved. Thanks, my Lady. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make it out for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Smiley Dot, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better next time. Silence intensifies. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everybody likes. With any luck, that means I could do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Smile it on. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, you guys, save. This is where we pause for the night because I want to go get some coffee and get a drink and just relax. Thank you everyone for coming out. We will continue this tomorrow at the same time, 5 a.m. Doki Literature Club readings with your girl, Smiley Dawn. So make sure you guys are here tomorrow and you're following the channel to get notified of when we go live next. So I'll see you guys later and have a nice night /day/ whatever you're gonna do next. You guys take care.